This is me, the one with the fox hat. And I am one stubborn fox. So when I learned about Russian avant-garde artists in my politics of painting class, I'm baffled, but also impressed. You're telling me that Russian peasants from 1910 can understand this kind of propaganda? I just cannot wrap my brain noodles around that. It just doesn't compute. And to take their ideas seriously, as genuine and sincere attempts to conceptualize the role of art in a time of revolution, that sounds like baloney to me. But when I got back home, I started to self-reflect. Are they actually out of touch? Maybe I'm way too quick to be judgmental. Maybe there are indeed genuine artworks. And seeing the art on the slide presented with a projector, it just doesn't do it justice. So I wanted to prove myself wrong. I wanted to see it in person. And that's exactly what I did. Now, in order to see it in person, I have to do a bit of hands-on research. And there's some bad news. Really bad news. Now, being a broke uni student, my travel budgets are really tight, so my research options are quite limited. I tried my luck on the AGO around the corner. They did host a special exhibition of Russian avant-garde 14 years ago. I tried ROM, and ROM was like, what the hell is a Russian avant-garde? Turns out, throughout the entire Canada, there's only one place that holds one piece of Russian avant-garde artwork. Crown 8 Positions created by L. Liziski in 1923, held in National Gallery of Canada, located in Ottawa. On one hand, it is good news that I don't have to travel continents to just see one painting. On the other hand, planes are expensive. Train is as expensive as plane and unreliable. Bus works, but the hotel costs a ton. There's no way I'm spending all that money. Now it just so happens that I got my driver license a week ago. So what if I just drive there?
Hey, welcome to downtown Ottawa. You know what's not changed? Constructions and traffics. This is just Toronto all over again. Like, how am I not surprised? It's just what it is in a car-centric city. Well, in a car-centric country. Okay, no, I actually have to rant about this. Why the
Hi, this is the editor, Foxy. Now, while my human form is complaining about being stuck in traffic and have to sleep in the car overnight, let's talk about Russian music. And trust me, this relates back to the avant-garde. Throughout the entire road trip, I was listening to Russian music for aesthetic reasons. And that's where I came upon Russian post-punk like Mosha Doma. If you pay close attention to their album cover, those stark geometric weren't just aesthetic choices. They were ghosts of the Soviet avant-garde, reanimated for a generation singing about broken utopias. Moshe Doma's Edaji features a towering repetitive apartment blocks, a literal floor, Edaji, of Soviet-era housing. These aren't nostalgic homages, they are deliberate echoes of brutalism, an architectural style born from Soviet functionalism, where raw concrete symbolizes progress, yet now they frame lyrics about alienation and stagnation. And here's where it gets spicy. The Soviet avant-garde artists like L. Liziski and Malevich pioneered abstract art, suprematism, constructivism to fuel revolutionary propaganda, but their idealism was elite, state-sanctioned, and detached from everyday suffering. Fast forward to 2024, post-punk bands repurpose these very aesthetics to sing about failed revolutions. Moja Domas Kletka, The Cage, compares cold wave synths with lyrics about entrapment, a stark contrast to Liziski haloed Constructor self-portrait. It definitely gave me a mixed feeling throughout, to a point I am questioning whether this trip is actually worth it or not. But for now, back to the video.
Oh my god, finally. Like, I really need to get this out. I'm so sorry, guys. But holy... Alright, I just arrived in Ottawa. Would you look at that? National Gallery of Canada. We're finally here after, what, 5-6 hours of driving. I hope everything is worth it to this point. Honestly, after being through all this, I don't feel like my final goal is to just see that one Russian avant-garde artist. Well, art piece, because there's just only one exists throughout the entire Canada. Like, the only reason I'm in Ottawa in this very specific moment is because I want to see that art piece in person. But I don't know how I will feel about it, so we'll see. Spider, ooh, spooky. But yeah, let's head in. Have to locate the artworks. It's gonna be damn hard. Soaking in the art museum, I suppose. Nice Garde. Pretty neat. Where is... That's the one. That's the one. That is the one. I need to calm myself down a little bit. This is... It's from the class. It's from the class. It's from the class. Look at us. Look at us. I'm so happy.
After the initial excitement from the adrenaline rush, I started to observe the artwork as best as I could. I thought after finally seeing this in person, it will be awe-inspiring, an euphoric moment that would spark my vision wide open. But no, it is just a painting full of big disappointments. I wish I could feel the artist's vision, but I truly can't. I drove all the way from Toronto to Ottawa just for it to be the biggest letdown of the finale. I didn't speak a word after this visit. I was pondering, is this really worth it? But then I thought to myself, perhaps the greatest lie we are sold is that treasure waits at the finish line. The real theft? Ignoring the raw, messy, human value of the journey itself. Who gives a damn about the artist's intent? That's just their baggage. My interpretation, your interpretation, that's where the power lives. Call it avant-garde, call it propaganda, spit on it or worship on it. The reaction is the art. The audience isn't here to decode some master plan. We are here to seize the meaning that ignites us and let the rest burn. Foxy here, and this is the road trip to Russian avant-garde.